Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive reader and your guide to a clearer perspective. I have a message for Aquarius today. I have asked my guides to bring a message through the cards that will be deeply meaningful and helpful for you this week on your spiritual journey. I got a great suggestion last week to draw an advice card. I wanted to just draw one, but for you, my guides wanted me to draw two. So I'll be showing you those at the end of the reading. So let's jump right in. We have the Five of Swords for the energy that the universe surrounds you with this week or sends to you this week. This could be some testing, but I'm feeling like the biggest message is to just keep all five senses, keep alert, keep your eyes open, keep your ears open. We're talking about a blind spot that you may not be able to be as sharp as you usually are because of this blind spot. And this Five of Swords energy is saying, really be on your guard, really be alert, be careful, be discerning in everything, especially maybe that stuff that you have a blind spot in. Now, we've got the Ten of Swords, which is a good indication that something has come to an end for you, but I also feel with this card that there's a little bit of misunderstanding or a little bit of like not belief, like you kind of don't get what's going on or why something happened a certain way. So it's without understanding. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting, that something's over, something's maybe ended, but you're not sure why, and you're not sure how, and you're not sure exactly what was going on. And I'm hoping that the next three cards are really going to clarify all of this for you. So let's go straight there. We have got Prince of Swords. I was wondering when he was going to show up because I haven't seen him in a while. Six of Cups going into the Three of Cups. So I'm going to put him down for a second. And actually, let me do this. So the Six of Cups is that blind spot I was talking to you about. This place where you're just, because of the way you look at it, either it pulls at your emotions a bit, or you have a rose-colored view of how it was or how it is. It's almost like whatever you're looking at gets slack, that something else maybe doesn't get slack. So where you can see things very sharply for other people, maybe for you in this one spot, you're just not seeing it. And it's looking back to the past. I do feel like we're talking about a relationship here, something that was idealized or just not seen very well, seen very clearly for what it truly was. But the thing with this relationship is that it was empty. And that sounds really harsh to say, but it was one of those types of relationships that was full of promises that never really got delivered, or things that never just worked out. It was a kind of a fluffy, non-substantial relationship. So it may have been fun. It may have been exciting to be in, but there really wasn't anything in there. There wasn't any substance in there. But part of you looks back at that relationship like, oh, but those were the days, or, oh, there was something so lovely there. And it's kind of like, really? Was there? So now you've got your Prince of Swords, and he's like attacking this card, that sword's going straight for there. And those are your thoughts. That's your mind changing, questioning this situation, saying, wait a second, did all those promises come true? Was this actually what I was looking for? Was this the thing? Where is the evidence to show me that what I was feeling, is it backed up by any physical evidence? Feeling like a very lawyerish energy with this Prince of Swords. Like he says, okay, here are the claims. Show me the evidence for both. It's very like hard, cold facts, like the steeliness of the facts. None of this fluffy, oh, but it felt, it promised. None of that. It's like, okay, you tell me it was this kind of a relationship. Where's the evidence to support that? And you kind of start to see the foundation of it just kind of crumble and melt away. They're showing me a really strong visual for that. Once you start asking these very objective, very cold seeming questions, you start to see, wait a second, blind spot no more. Now, it's not all about driving the sword into memory into this perception, because on the other side, we've got the Three of Cups. This is the true celebration of who you are with the people that totally understand you. When you were holding on to this blind spot, there was part of you that was wanting relationship with something or someone that really wasn't quite you. And so then it maybe turns your way or neglects you or delays you from finding this convivial, communal kind of atmosphere, people that actually see you, get you, and understand who you are and embrace you for it. So this distraction of searching after the wrong thing, it's let me see if I can explain it. I feel like this energy is pouring in really fast. So the perception of the way you were looking at what I'm going to call the blind spot, this relationship that was full of empty promise, you're holding on to it in your field. You're looking back on it with wistfulness, with, I wish that were so. I wish I could be back there. And so your energetic field is trying to find more of that. It's trying to find more false promisey kind of relationships, more relationships that disappoint you, that don't bring you what you're looking for. Remember how I said, we don't understand really what's going on, really what's ended? So it's not just that one relationship went away, it actually shifts your whole relationship vibration. Because when you say, okay, I see the truth of that relationship, it was nothing, it was a castle in the air, it wasn't built on anything solid. Then you start to say, okay, then that's no longer part of who I am. I'm not that person anymore. I'm actually this person. And then you're on solid ground, surrounded and attracting the people that are your equals. We've got children and an adult here. This is not equal, but we've got all equals here. And celebrating their presence together, having a great time together. So let's go next to your advice cards, because I think it's really interesting. They're being almost literal. We've got Seven of Pentacles, which is coma in this deck, and we've got Perseus, the Three of Wands. This is literally a journey out of a coma. Coma is a constellation in the sky. She was I believe a Phoenician or an Egyptian princess. But the idea is that she had to sacrifice something of hers. It was her hair, I believe. She had to sacrifice her hair to get back her king or something like that. She had to let go of something. But what I'm feeling with this card and the combination of your reading is that this blind spot, looking back to this blind spot, has made you asleep to not only which partnerships and relationships are good for you, but who are you really? You're not that person that engages in these empty kinds of relationships or foundations that aren't really there. You're someone completely different. And Perseus is our hero, our victor. He's so like I said, Three of Wands, so we're talking about journeys. He's got little wings on his feet, which I love. These cards are so dense. But this is a journey out of that asleep state. And also really interesting, he's holding the head of Medusa. And Medusa was a gorgon who could turn people to stone. But that's literally where you were, like frozen because of your perception about this relationship, frozen in your vibration, frozen in your relationships, frozen in the things you need to be doing to get done what you have, and unable to connect with that happier, joyful, alive life. So it's interesting because all of your swords were cards. All of your cards were either swords or cups. And on this card, I feel that very watery energy as well. But then we get some fire on this card, like you're moving forward, you're moving out of that coma. And so I feel really positively for you, really positive that this is the right direction forward. So open yourself up to those hard questions. Really look at that relationship very objectively and ask those tough questions, being really honest with yourself. So have an awesome week. You're also welcome to check out my website, trueguidancetarot.com. These group and kind of collective readings are a lot of fun. The one-on-one readings I offer are really beneficial as well. I super enjoy them because, I don't know, there's just something that lights up when I offer them. So if you're looking for some guidance or you know someone who is, please send them my way. And I will see you next time on True Guidance Tarot. Have a great week.